So let's get into... Can't hear anything. There we go. I pushed the wrong button. Alright. Let's get into it here. So we are gonna do the challenge. So it's hide and seek. We are the seeker. There's a very quiet ghost hiding somewhere. Can you find it? And let's take a look at this. Starting sanity is 100, restoration is 35. Sanity drain speed is 0 though, so I don't know why we would need pills. Player speed is 100, flashlights are on, you don't lose items. Ghost speed is 100, roaming frequency is medium, favorite room is none, activity low, events low. It is a friendly ghost, so it's not going to try and clap us. 3 evidence. We'll definitely get fingerprints if they're fingerprints, and it does stay. They last for 2 minutes. No setup time, random weather. Doors start. No open doors. No hiding places, but it's a friendly ghost. It's not going to hunt us. Activity monitor is on. Fuse box is visible, but it does start off. And it's in high school, right? Yes. So if you're kind of new to the game, or if you've you just need some easy hunts to maybe practice high school, you know, any of those things, this is probably a good one to do because it'll still give you that 5,000, and as long as you get the ghost right, you don't even have to live for the challenge. It's a friendly ghost. We're gonna live. It's a friendly ghost, so it's not gonna chase, but we can do the motion sensor and the incense. So we are looking for J. Barber. So we do want you, and I think we'll do you. Maybe a flashlight because it's high school. Does it give us headgear? Oh, it's the blacklight headgear. I don't know if I want the blacklight headgear. Okay, power is over there. Oh, you know what? No, let's keep the flashlight. We're gonna do this. We're gonna put sound sensors down, kind of like we did the other day in prison. I think it's going to help us find everything. So, and let me change the category here. Hang on a sec, everybody. Okay. Okay, so we're gonna put you... Why am I having so many issues? There. Let's turn on the power. And even though there's no sanity drain, it would be nice to be able to see. Let's get the other sound sensor at the back hall. Or at the back of the hall. You all know what I meant. Doop-a-doop-a-doo. And otherwise, we're kind of listening for doors opening. Ow. I just bonked my elbow on the desk. Sorry, everybody. My auto response. Come on, door open. Okay, so we got a noise just now from this one, which should be the first one that we placed down. So we still have another sound sensor which we're going to place on this side. But we think it could be right side, so let's get this placed and then we're going to go check. Oh, well, that doesn't even have a door. I was like, this door is open? Yeah, because there's no door there, Ed. There's no door on that one, so it's always open. So basically, we are looking for open doors, which I'm not seeing any. But the sound sensor could have picked up the something being moved in the rooms. So that's kind of why we're doing this. I don't think these sound sensors pick up upstairs. That is something that I know some of them do. So maybe we have to go upstairs and look. I don't know. Alright, let's go grab the other sound sensor and throw it in the other hall. And go from there. Doopy doopy doo. Alright, where did I chuck it on the floor? There it is. Okay. Nope, you know, I never grabbed a lighter. Probably because I was busy talking about other stuff. Oh, that's interesting. Oh, probably because I dropped the first one. Oh, see, now we got sound coming from this one over here. And now it's coming from one of those. I'm beginning to think maybe it's a hallway ghost. Or is it like right here in this main room? No. Did we check every room in here? Alright, let's get this other sound sensor down, and yeah, it's either gotta be roaming like crazy, or it's gotta be a hallway or something. Yeah, well, that room doesn't have a door. Do I maybe need to turn down the range on them? Would that maybe help me out? What do we think? I don't mind spending, hours doing this, but at the same time, I don't necessarily, want to, and that might not be fun for any of you all. Alright, so we turned down the range. Thinking maybe that would help. Of course, now it's not doing anything. Nope. Nope, wrong one. There we go. Okay, I need to look. Because the one I'm looking for is that one back there. Those are both first floor left corridor. Is that the one? Yes. No, wrong button. And now we're getting no sound. I don't see anything in the basketball court. Oh, we're getting something back there again. Let's go back that way. We'll try it with the EMF, see if the EMF picks up anything. Because maybe it's like this back hallway? I heard the phone. Nope, and this light is on. I did not turn this light on. here we are. It only took us 400 years. Oops. Alright, so way back there. Well, at least we finally found it. So now the rest is just figuring out what it is. Yeah. I wouldn't mind getting the 2 objectives that we can get. But if we don't, we don't. Nope, power's still on. For a minute I thought it killed the power. Nope, we can't even do the cleanse with incense either because we don't have any. Okay, so we need you and you. I probably should just drop the flashlight in there instead of keeping it on me. I don't think I'm gonna need it. And we'll take these in. I know it took it feels like it took forever to find this room. Partially because the sound sensors weren't sound censoring the way that I think they should be. They were hearing stuff up here, and then back there, and then over there. Alright, where do we want this video camera? Let's put it like here. Kinda thinking floor dots is the way to go. Get the ghosty writing down. The other downside is that this is all one big room. I don't see a light switch for the lab area. Is there not a light switch on this side for the lab? Nope, it's over here. Oh, we've got an EMF of 2. Alright, Ghosty killed the power. We probably should have kept our flashlight on us, because I'm not a huge fan of the night vision. However, it will at least get us to the power. Maybe we killed the power. Because if Ghost kills the power, don't the lights all come back on when you turn the thing? Although it seemed to wait for a minute before... Like when we turned on the last switch, the power didn't go off right away. Have it do that for a second, see what we see. Well, it saw something. Nope, Ghosty is switching lights. It turned on the lamp. That was an EMF of 2. Alright, let's grab you and you. And I think we're gonna need another video camera. Just because that room is so big, and then there's the lab room, and we're not going to worry about that little storage room. Okay, but it is switching on lights. Well, it's switching that lamp. Would a mayor switch on a lamp? I know it won't switch on the room right. Well, room blah 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 blah. The room lights. Still just an EMF of 2. Where are you? Are you near? Are you close? Are you far? Where are you? Okay, we have Spirit Box. So let's get Spirit Box marked down. I'm not seeing any fingies. But we will go grab salt and look for feats. I'm also just gonna go with probably not a mare since it turned on that desk light. And again, we're mainly looking for orbs. Nope, wrong button. I'm kind of going with no orbs, and it looks like probably no ghostwriting. It's hard to tell, but it does seem like the pencil is still there. Salt. That is what we were looking for. We pretty much have everything else in there. We could put another dots in there. I don't know why I chose to go in this way, because we don't have any lights on over here. Okay, I dropped UV right there, so why don't we do that? And we'll look here, ghost. Well, thanks for hissing at me. Oh, I'm so close it won't see it. Haha. And of course I don't have the UV in my hand. Alright, we have feats. We have featses. I thought they were supposed to last longer than that, but whatever. We have feats. We know 2 out of the 3 things. So I don't think that it's freezing. And it didn't ghost right. Like picking up the book sound was loud. Alright, so I'm leaning towards Phantom. That is what I'm going towards. Maybe we need to do like that. Now let's see if we can get any dots. Or ghostwriting. Either one is fully acceptable, because it's one or the other. No, and there's nothing to pick up in here. So it could be... It could be a Pulte. Because there's literally nothing for it to throw at all. But then I think it should have written. Do we want to just guess it? Because, like, that motion sensor is going off, but I haven't seen any dots. And with dots, it would be a phantom. Let's do that. Let's do this again. Well, I shouldn't say again. We're just gonna go out to the van and watch from the video cameras for a few. And then we're gonna guess from there. I'm still leaning towards Phantom, but I'm not seeing any dots. It's also not ghostwriting. I feel like a poltergeist definitely would have ghostwritten by now. Because we've definitely been in that map for like half an hour. Maybe even longer, honestly, at this point. Alright, let's just watch for dots. And see, it's going through that motion sensor. Oh, there it goes. There it's ghostwriting. It is ghostwriting right now. Flipping finely. Okay, so we have ghostwriting. So we have a Pulte. Cool. We got the one objective that we could get. We did get a couple of videos. We weren't recording when it was ghostwriting, but we got it. This one took 36 something minutes, so we're just gonna call it. It is the challenge, so we don't, you know, the payout for each individual game is not all that great. It is the payout for the whole thing that we really want.
Welcome back. There's some jobs ready for you.
Oh, well, we got 1,000 on that one. No, because we got a weekly and we got a daily. And because it's a large map. Alright, how long was that stupid game? 35 minutes. Almost 36 minutes. Alright, well, we're gonna do it again.
We've arrived. Check the equipment and get set up before investigating. The ghost here seems to be linked to a cursed object.
Alright, who are we looking for? Patricia Wilson. Repel with incense. Well, we don't have incense and it's a friendly ghost, so that's not going to work. Get a photo. Maybe we can do that. And cleanse the area. Again, we don't have incense. Power is in that same spot. Let's grab the flashy light. And you. Grab one of you. Grab one of you. And we are just going to do the same thing again. We're going to put down some sound sensors, see if those pick anything up. And look for any open doors. And let's put this one there. Did anyone else have the thing at their high school where none of the classroom clocks, none of the hallway clocks, none of the anything clocks were ever like synced up? Like they were all, or not even synced up, but like, you know, they were all like a few, like maybe they were synced to each other, but they were all kind of off from actual time. Like, I feel like, where am I going? Right here. You know, you'd walk into one classroom and, you know, the time would say like 2:35, for example. And then you'd go into the classroom right next to it and it would be 2:40. And you're like, no, it didn't take me 5 minutes to walk from one room to the other. They're right next to each other. It took me a minute at the most. Okay, let's get this light on. Helps if you're closer to the light, Ed. Oh, that room doesn't have a door. It's like the door's blown off. We'll just stand in here, make sure there's no freezing in here, or breath. You all know what I meant. And we'll put this one right there. We will look down this back corridor because that's where we had the open door that we didn't see because we weren't looking. Yep. The light just went out, so I'm thinking Ghosty blew the breaker. And this door is open. Nope, Ghosty just turned out the light. Okay. So we probably know where it is. So even though our sound sensor idea has been really good, and it's been sort of useful, it also hasn't been fully useful. Well, we'll find out. I shouldn't say that before we actually get in there and, you know, see if we can find some stuff. There we go, there's sound, and that's going to be this one. Yep, that's that one. Oh, and there's a phone ringing. Okay, we know where we're going. And we sort of thought that anyway based on the open door, but it's nice to kind of have it confirmed by the sound sensors. So I think for bigger maps they definitely come in handy. I mean, I know I'm not the only one to have come up with that idea or to use it or to think that it's useful. I was what stream was I in? Oh, and it turned on the light in here. Okay, we have freezing. I'm gonna put this over here. We're gonna drop that there. Right, so we've got freezing, which takes Mayor out anyway, but it's definitely not a Mayor because it turned on the light. Okay, ghost writing you. Next trip will probably also bring a photo camera, as we might as well get all of the, not all of the, we might as well get a photo of the freezing, and one of our objectives, the only one we can possibly do, is the one of, and now Ghosty turned out the light. Make up your mind, Ghosty. Oh, but it turned on the desk lamp. We're gonna place this right there. So, yeah, we can get pictures. It'll give us a few extra bucks. I mean, we did okay last round, partially because of the large map payout, and then we had a weekly and stuff, so we're not going to do as well probably money-wise on this round. I see the orb. The camera doesn't see it, though. Oh, there, it caught it. Okay, so with freezing, mimic is still a possibility, so we probably shouldn't mark down orbs yet. But let's not forget that we have them. because we totally did that one time the other day, and, you know, then we got the ghost wrong. So let's remember that we have orbs. The benefit of being able to record it on the video is that just kind of like looking for the bone and the cursed object in regular games, it makes it harder to forget. Or I shouldn't say harder to forget. It's more of a, if we forget, we can look. Right, and then we do have UV. Right. Where are you? Are you near? Are you far? Are you friendly? Where are you? Do you like me? Do you like cheese pizza? What about pepperoni pizza? What about cheeseburgers? Where are you? Where are you? Where are you? Hey, I'm going no spirit box. We know the ghosty can't change rooms. But it was just in case maybe it wandered around somewhere. And then with orbs, that makes it a Hantu. Right, is there anything else that we can think of that we want to check? Is there anything we need to check? Like, do we need to try Spirit Box again? Just to be sure? I mean, might as well, right? Nope, and then I didn't have the camera in my hand. That's gonna be a junk picture. Oh, it called it an EMF reading. Well, I guess I'll take that. Alright, it broke the light. Where are you? Are you near? Are you close? I mean, you were just right in front of me, so... Are you far? Where are you? Alright. For sure, no spirit box. So we've got... We're going with Hantu. Let's blow this pop stand. And hope that we are right so that we can do the third one and be done with the weekly challenge. And, you know, we got a couple of things to make some extra money off of.
Welcome back.
It was indeed a Hantu. That one was much faster. Much, much faster. Out of total curiosity, Classroom 6. Well, I don't know which Classroom 6 is. We haven't been looking for bones. We're not going to look for a bone on this one. If you stumble across on a big map like high school, for me personally, if you stumble across it, great. Otherwise, you know, I don't.
Alright, we're here. Take a look at the equipment and prepare accordingly before starting the investigation. I've got nothing else to report, unfortunately.
We have Stephen Thompson. spelled with a V instead of a PH. And to me, it should be spelled with a PH. I have a relative whose name is Steven, so. And they spell theirs with a PH. I mean, the V makes more phonetic sense than PH, which would be more like Stefan. But anyway. The optional objectives are 3 videos with video camera, parabolic, and ghost event. Okay, Steven, where are you? First of all, where is the breaker? The breaker is going to be upstairs this time. Because, you know, it couldn't be nice to us twice. Or 3 times. And put the breaker right downstairs in the front. So it's upstairs on the left side in that room. And we have sunrise. I'm not really going to turn on lights. We kind of did the first round, but we didn't really the second round, and I think not doing it as much is actually more beneficial in this case. I almost did it with that dang door again. There's a door open. Nope, no there isn't. No there is not, Ed. You're just... With the power upstairs... I mean, even without the power upstairs, there's always a possibility of the ghost being upstairs. We've been lucky it hasn't been. Okay, I think this... Yep. We are going to turn on that light. So since we're upstairs, we could put a sound sensor up here. I hadn't really planned to put a sound sensor up here, but we could. Boop boop be doop boom. This giant hallway is really kind of odd. Now, it usually helps if you actually try to go down the stairs and not like plummet off the side. You know, just maybe. No, right, door opens out. those like that. Till we can kind of pinpoint things. And let's see if it does anything while we're out here. It was doing something. Alright, let's get these other two in there. And again, we're kind of looking for open doors. That one had 2 doors? There's a door on the floor and an actual door. We'll go through back this way. In a normal one, I probably wouldn't recommend going through the basketball court. Depending on your difficulty and, you know, light and whatever else. But yeah, lost my train of thought. But for this one, where there's, you know, it's friendly ghost, it's not going to hunt you. You're not going to end up stuck in the big basketball court where you don't know where anything is and can't find anything. You're probably okay. And I'm sure it is, in general, it is an easier way to get back and forth from one side of the hall to the other if you're back there. There is that. I am absolutely not discounting that at all. So let's make you guys a little bit bigger. It's doing some activities, so of course now it's not. If I make these the biggest they will get. Let's see if we pick up anything that way. Well, we got sound, and it's from this one over here. So it is somewhere around there. It could, I suppose it could be upstairs. Now we're getting sound back there. And back here. That's probably why we got sound all over the place. It went upstairs and turned off the power. The one classroom where the door also opens out with a window in it. Okay, so again, based on the idea that maybe the sound sensors will pick up from the second floor also, we'll check these rooms. And we'll check the hall. This is what I'm kind of thinking, is that it came up here and it went down this way. Okay. Maybe that's not what I'm thinking, because I was thinking you could go straight through up here. But you can't. And we left this door open. No, I'm just not sure. I'm just checking here, because Why not? What if you're a front entry ghost? Nope. Okie dokie, I don't know. And now that we're not in there, it's gonna do jack squat for like the whole time. I stand corrected. That was this one, and now this one. And then this one again. Oh no, that was that one. And now back there. Back there again. Okay, we're sticking with the idea that it's the right corridor. That's what I'm going with anyway. So let's check this annoying room. And it is not that room. It is not in there. Yeah, it shouldn't have been in there because it wasn't in the other one. I know we've checked all of these already. It's kind of more of a because I'm here. Come on, do something where I can actually figure out where you are. Larg. And we were shutting doors, but now I'm just trying to remember where I've looked, so that's why I'm leaving doors open. Shutting doors to give the ghost to open the door itself would probably be more helpful. In all honesty, but this is the way we're doing it. And these two rooms are probably going to be the same room, just like they are downstairs. Now that's a towel. For a minute, I was thinking we found the bone. That's just the back end of that. And a random extra door on the floor. I mean, I guess this is gonna make us, explore literally every piece of high school, which is not really what I wanted to do. And I'm sure it's not really what you wanted to do either. Okay, there's no doors along this wall or that wall. There is a door along this back wall, but it's probably another science lab. Yep. And I guess we'll check and make sure it's not in this hallway. Okay, this should be the other door to the science lab. Yep. I was trying to open you the other way and you wouldn't open. Pesky door. And here we are with the random extra door in the middle of the hall. So the ghost is literally in the breaker room. We've been wandering around this whole flipping building, and the ghost is literally just in the breaker room. The first place we went to. Why didn't we... yeah. So I wonder if it's a stalker ghost or something, because it has... the sound sensors have gone off sort of all over the building. Although I think the roaming setting is also at high, so... well, we finally know where it is. Oh, and we do have freezing, so we know that it's freezing anyway. And up the stairs. And around. Okay, I don't really know where to put any of this stuff. I'm guessing... put it like there. And then you, can I put you like... that'll work, I think, I hope. It's throwing stuff around. Nope, that will not help me at all, will it? No wonder there were weird unexplained deaths. It won't let me, but you can literally just walk off of that and fall. Alright, what else do we need to grab? Now we have 3 things, so we can grab stuff. Let's also look at the video camera for a minute. Mostly because I'm super tired of having searched the entire building for 45 minutes, 30 minutes according to the camera, for this stupid ghost. So maybe we can get something this way. And we've got ghost orbs. So, I mean, mimic could still be a possibility, unfortunately. And we have dots. Alright, so dots takes away mimic. So ghost orbs are fine. We have a Yuri. And because we spent 400 years looking for the ghost room, I think we're not going to worry about anything else unless we want to try and go get a video or do the parabolic. I think we're just going to call it because we've spent forever looking for this damn thing. So if anyone wants to go do the other stuff, we can absolutely go do that. Speak now. Nobody? No one? Okay. We're calling it a Yuri, and we're gonna get out of here.
Welcome back.
And we were right with a Yuri. And we made like 400 before we completed the challenge. We are currently at level 71. This should bump us up probably about 2 levels, 1.5. Right, we don't need to let it go through. Yeah, about 1.5. Okay, that was 31 minutes. It was forever. So, high school is just big. It's really hard to navigate because it's just big. Even with the sound sensors, it seemed to be wandering all over the place, which made that kind of difficult. But anyway, we did it. We completed it. We've been there. We've done that. I will probably not try to do that one again when it comes back around. I don't know. We'll see. It'll be a little while before it comes back around, so my mind might change. Anyway, that is the weekly. It is hide and seek. The seeker version. Yes. And on that note, this is going to be it for me today. So thank you all for hanging out with me. I appreciate each and every one of you, all of my lurkers and all of my chatters and everybody in between, and all of those that hang out on YouTube or any of the other social medias watching the VODs and the clips and the shorts and the reels or whatever they call themselves, depending on which one you're on. Have a great rest of your day. Have a great rest of your week. I will see you on Sunday for some more chaos with ghosties on on Phasmo. So have a great rest of your week. Drink some water, eat some good food, do something just for yourself. Self-care is a thing. It is important. And I will see you all on Sunday. Much love to all of you. I appreciate you spending your day hanging out with me. I will see you on Sunday. Bye, everyone.